The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 11 catches, 89 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much.
And now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They'll look to throw again.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
On the slant, he's got Hardman. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
This will be caught. Judy.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up to throw.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This defense for the Bills, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
On 2nd and inches, Allen
going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
The Bills hit 10-4 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's complete to Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Cook running right.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To the air, Allen. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball off, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
Fielded at the 33. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to step him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Allen. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
The Bills offense and Josh Allen heading back out again. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it, and he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down.
Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Jets who were able to get the road victory. Zach Wilson leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 3 touchdown passes there for Jalen Hurts. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Davis Mills has thrown a touchdown pass. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. That's complete to Davis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 2nd down, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, Allen. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 2nd and 6. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. First down, and it's Pollard again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And here come the Bills.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Allen now on 1st down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by wk16.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and Diggs has it. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Running for it. Here's Cook. Able to slither by.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the up.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Bass on for the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And out now come the Cowboys.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a give here to Pollard.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Pollard.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Allen. Quick toss to Knox. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
On the carry, it's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's Cook again.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
And now out come the Bills.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Here now, Johnny Townsend on for a very important punt here in overtime. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old-school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's got this down to the 35.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. His throw incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They're going to look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Here's Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Pollard again. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now here's Pollard. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Cowboys, the win is their 8th on the year.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.